right, everybody. Good evening. It is another Saturday night, which means time for some psychos, and that's how that works here, right? Right. So, yeah, right off the bat, Mick has retained his rightful place on the first place throne of of being here. I'll tell you that right now. Hopefully, the internet gods will be smiling for us today, and we'll have another nice show like we did this past Wednesday. Oh man! So we'll talk about Wednesday's show in a minute. Boy. Um, 6:37 at night here. Sun's about almost ready to go down. Chilly, a little bit chilly. I don't mind that one bed. It's a little stuffy in here. I had to put the air on when I got in here. But whatever, it is what it is, right? That's how it goes. I had to work today. That's the reason why that we didn't have the show sooner. Maybe it was best that way anyway, right? Right. So, always powered by coffee each and every time. That is the mighty Psycho Promise. That's right. Um, Today's shirt, of course, Violent Femmes. We Can Do Anything, which 2016, if I remember correctly, that's when the album came out. First one in a very, very long time for them. We went and saw that tour, me and my late wife, Jessica. We saw them over at the at Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa. The only time I ever was there. Hey, Mason, how's it going? So I thought I'd wear this. Kind of bring that out of the closet. That didn't sound right, but I don't really care. So, I had a very dear friend of mine who, Chris, that's her name. She's been through a lot of hell. I found out about this late last night, actually, in a message, in a voicemail. And I don't want to get into too much specifics, but Chris, she ended up having a little stroke, I guess, is based on what I heard. And when she was having the stroke, she fell. And like she tried it. It was I think it was in the bathtub, or at least the bathroom, and broke her leg to boot. Can you believe this? So she's got had a stroke, broke her leg. So prayers going out to my friend Chris. I hope she's doing all right. Hopefully we'll be talking very soon. But yeah, she is in the state of misery, aka Missouri. So hopefully maybe I can go and try to visit her in the next couple weeks, just to see how she's doing. But so prayers for her, prayers for Jake E. Lee. Of course, you probably heard we didn't get a chance to talk about this on Wednesday. That he was walking his dog, 2:30 in the morning in Vegas. He's walking his dog, and he gets shot at. The police supposedly found 10 bullet casings, but only 3 got Jake. So he's hospitalized. They claim he's on the mend. He'll be all right. Thank God for that, right? Because, I mean, I knew he made a comeback a couple of years ago, I think pre-COVID, if I remember right. I remember Red Dragon Cartel. I don't have anything from Red Dragon, but you know what? I happen to like Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin. There's some really good albums there, I used to trick my son, John, because we'd go off and listen on the radio. And if an Ozzy song came on, it'd be the game Randy or Zach. Well, only I knew, of course, if it was Bark at the Moon or Ultimate Sin or Once in a Blue Moon, they'd play So Tired. He would guess, and I'd go, trick question, it's Jake E. Lee. And he'd be like, son of a bitch. So, yeah. So I thought I'd mention to some of you guys out there, if you saw the show Wednesday, good for you. If not, I will explain why. It's all my fault. I went over eager on the clips. So for about between 30 minutes and an hour, this video got blocked. Nobody could see it. It was invisible. Enough of you people managed to have a bunch of views on this thing, but it went, and I found out why. I'm still working on this, believe it or not, but I got it unblocked because, and I learned my lesson here. I did. If you saw the show and we played The Worst of Soul Train from SNL, yeah, NBC Universal got my ass for that. And I'm like, shit, come on. Firstly, that clip is about 10 years old, if not more. And, don't you have anything better to do than go after a small time idiot like me? Obviously not. So that's how my video got blocked. And some of the other clips, the Ringo clips, yeah, Peter at the BBC gets the couple pennies that I get per stream for my revenue. Ooh. Needless to say, you people that end up getting to watch these things firsthand, you guys are lucky. Because 9 times out of 10, I either trim them or just delete them outright after that, because I'm not in the mood to deal with YouTube's bullshit. I mean, I know that it almost sounds like biting the hand that feeds you, right? But we just try to have a fun show here. I mean, Jesus, we try to have a fun show. So that's the explanation in case some of you people tried to watch the replay. The video is up. You can watch it now. All 2 hours of glory here. I said glory. Maybe a possible appearance later from Ethan. Possible appearance later for Toby Tobeans. You guys know who those people are. I don't really have a lot going today. I really, really don't. Because like I said, I just got home from work, okay? I do have some vinyl to show. And we will talk about the title, The Inside Story with DFK. No, not JFK, DFK. And no, it's not a Kennedy relative. Okay, something completely different. So let's see. I'd like to thank the people that did sub me. I could tell that I did get some increase, but it's not mentioning who yet. So, but needless to say, thank you for joining the Psycho Network. We try to edumacate and entertain. I said edumacate. And it's pretty free flow here. We're trying to be relaxed. Not that it really matters. What else is going on tonight for the streams? Because, well, I mean, I don't know. Let's bring up this gentleman here who has to be, truthfully, the biggest Beach Boys fan I know. You know him and love him. That's right, Mr. Mason from the state of Texas.
Right. And I've actually been asked in the past to try to become a recurring guest on the talk show Beach Boys Talk.
Oh, cool.
It's a good show, but just it's a little too pro for my thing. They have it they have it run a certain way, and nothing against the two people that host it, but it's not my structure. Granted, what I mean by that is they didn't invite me to come up and be a panelist, but people in the vinyl community have told me to check out the channel. And I was streaming shortly before you came on, and just like playing some music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then YouTube slaps me with a copyright claim and takes my stream down. They let it back up. But then I'm like, well, if I turn the music back on, am I taking a chance?
What were you playing?
Well, turns out, because I have a YouTube music subscription service.
Mm-hmm.
So I found out that I actually can screen share a tab for that. And they have a great little function called autoplay. You just search a song you want to play, let that play out, and then it plays more songs like that. So ended up playing a mix of 60s, 70s, and 80s, but I had it on Time Won't Tell Me by the Outsiders, and then I get an email from YouTube. I'm like, that of all things is what they decide to claim me for.
That's horse shit. When's the last time the Outsiders had a fucking hit? Okay.
And the sound quality was horrible too, because it was that version that from whatever compilation by the group where the sound quality is really really low and really quiet.
I don't know. It's a bit ridiculous.
But then I saw you were on, so I'm like, okay, for people that are actually watching this stream, come over to Psycho Splatters.
I mean, I don't know. There's got to be something. It's like you can't win half the time. You can't.
But granted, I had nobody on the panel. It was dead silent. All that could be heard was the music. My camera was even turned off, so maybe I kind of, I kind of had it coming.
I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
But I'm thinking, I'm like, if I invest the money and get a really nice quality external mic, then you got the separation between the music and my voice. So maybe that'll help the music sound quality be a little better in future streams. I'm shooting to get something closer to how Dusty Spins does his deal.
Oh, sure. I don't blame you. I mean, maybe we should have like combined, played some of this. Really, just maybe for the hell of it. Get yours today.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Dusty, I was talking about you and how your DJing thing is set up where with what you have. Because I was saying that I'm like, man, I got to invest in like a good external mic to help with the separation of the audio coming from the music and the audio coming from people's voices for future live streams. I was mentioning I want to set up closer to what you do, where you can play music comfortably and it sounds nice and clear to the audience.
Yeah.
Because I was streaming shortly before Paul came on, and YouTube hit me with a copyright claim and suspended my stream. Why? Because I was playing "Time Won't Let Me" by the Outsiders of all things.
I don't even remember how that goes. I'll have to listen to that later because
it's a really cool song.
Because I
had it on autoplay with YouTube Music, and it was just playing similar songs because. Playing a lot of 60s, 70s, and 80s stuff there.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Say It Isn't So. Walmart Radio will play that. They'll play. Oh God. Josie. Da, 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 da. Well, I Don't Want to Lose Your Love Tonight. And one other one to boot too. I happened to listen the other day.
I know, but.
And they had.
In a perfect world, I would go ahead and screen share and let you listen for yourself, but I don't want to get your channel in trouble by the YouTube police.
Right. Because remember what happened the last time we did this? I got dinged by...
Did you really get dinged for all the Ringo videos?
No. Well, yes and no. Okay.
How could those be copyrighted? It's just watching an upload on YouTube.
No, I didn't get a strike or anything, but I mean, I'm not kidding you. The SNL caused my video to get blocked. All of those.
Why? None of that is copyrighted, to my knowledge.
I don't know. NBC Universal got me for the SNL clip, okay? And then to top that off, for the Ringo clips, they didn't go and block me, but what they did was they took my revenue. What little few pennies I get. 4 times. And I'm going, what a crock of shit.
Okay, first of all, YouTube police, you need to get some shit straight there. Never has it been against the rules, to my knowledge, to screen share and play an uploaded video on here. I can understand if it was an uploaded video of copyrighted music, but a comedy skit from somebody that uploaded on here that is just trying to make content just like you and me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
But yeah, so SNL, maybe I'll make an experiment later, something a little different. and see what happens on that one. With my luck, they'll probably block my ass. It'll be a different company. They'll block my ass for something I'm going to put. But who knows?
I've been
Yeah.
For the
So
longest time, I've been looking for a way around this because my dream, my passion of live streaming is to come on here and play music and have people in the audience interacting with the music that I'm playing.
right.
That has always been what I wanted to do, but I'm always been trying to look for a way around it. I'm like, how can I do this without worrying about copyright claims?
Mm,
Like, do I literally have to freaking open up like a Patreon and start the live stream and be like, you want to listen to some music? Go click on this link and join me in the panel on my Patreon. Do I have to do that? I'm not trying to make any money off of this by
right.
no means.
Right. Yeah.
I just wanted a way to be able to do this in this format without the YouTube police coming after me.
Yep. I get it. So, Jim, how you doing, Jim? He's there in the state of misery. What's going on tonight, everybody? Well, we're just doing this for a little while because I did promise my grandson that I'd work on a little peanuts puzzle later. So that's why it's only going to be 2 hours. I just got out of work, so I figured what better way to unwind than to have my therapy session like I like to do here twice a week. Oh man. So let's see, what else was I going to mention? So the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame is doing their inducting ceremonies, and hi Elvin. The knee is okay, but when those hurricanes and everything else, I was feeling it. Seriously, I had to take a pain pill. It was that bad, but. I think part of my problem is because I'm a fat ass because of my weight, the depression stuff.
It just reminded me maybe what I'll have to do is like what Dusty does, because he literally on his streams he always has it scrolling on the bottom. If YouTube takes this down, we will still be up on Twitch. I might have to multi stream to Twitch.
I don't know. My kid's been talking about Twitch or Rumble. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, is that maybe where I'm going to have to go next also? Because, what I do want to do eventually, I don't have time for it right now, but what I'd like to do at least weekly, once a week is, I'll fire up the system and I would play bunches of 45s. Yeah, bunches of 45s or maybe even an album side or something like that. And let the people listen to the music, but we can, do the chitty chat thing like like they do for.
Well, I know of a platform out
Steven
there
and Randy stream.
I know of a platform out there that will allow you to do that, as long as you're okay with only being able to pull 3 audience people up on screen at once.
Yeah.
The max is 3.
Uh-huh.
But this platform does not give a shit if you play music.
Nice.
You can only pull 3 people up at once. So it's a little restricted there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it all out, I guess, in the long run. That is for sure. Oh, I'm so sorry. But so anyways, so the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame bit. So Dennis Elliott, he's the drummer of Foreigner, the original drummer of Foreigner. He played on all the Foreigner records from the first one all the way to 1991. It's Unusual Heat album, the only one that at that time did not have Lou. We had Johnny Edwards from King Cobra, but he went off and mentioned at the last minute, I guess, he goes, well, due to the plans that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame had for scheduling and not letting us know until the last minute, we're not going to be able to attend. I don't know if he's the only one not going, but from what he would not clarify, he just simply said, yeah, the way that the Hall of Fame had scheduled for Foreigner was not necessarily going to be conductive for having a nice performance. So now I'm going, shit, there's always seems to be something when it comes to the stupid Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, right? There's always some controversy, whether it's minor or major. And so I don't know if he's going to be the only one not showing up. But I mean, let's face it, Ian McDonald's dead. The original bass player, Ed, I can never pronounce his name. Gagard, I don't know. He played on the first two albums. He's dead too. So I don't know, I mean, other than Lou, Dennis is probably, and maybe Rick Wills, other than that, that'd be about the only extra people they could really bring. But I mean, I used to be a big Foreigner fan, and they have that, I don't know why they keep cranking out these greatest hits. I'm like, my God, that's got to be like at least the fourth one that I know, maybe the fifth.
Yeah, all you get to hear from him is freaking Jukebox Hero or something like that. Cold and Ice.
Well,
I know they got more songs than those.
Yeah, they ended up on this new one. They ended up putting in one new old song, which was a song from like 95, 96. So it was right around the Mr. Moonlight sessions. So, which is a very underrated album, I think, in my opinion, for Foreigner. But let's see. Twitch is very lenient. Yeah, they have a whole section dedicated. See, then that maybe we may have to go down that line too. Hey, Dusty, if you got time, you want to come on up, or are you working? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the only other music news I remember really seeing for this week anyway.
Well, that's but no, that's right. It was already addressed, the passing of a certain artist that occurred this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did already address that. I believe we did.
Oh man, my eyes are itching. I hate that. So gang out there, out in the ether, in the great beyond, in the netherworld here of my audience. Anything you want to bring up? You got any questions or something? This is one of those rare Q&A sections because, like I said, I really did not have a lot planned. I guess I will get to the title here of this video shortly, but you want to know what love is, and you want Mason to show you. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
Oh, good Lord, no.
That could possibly make him hot-blooded and possible double vision. Give me about 20, 30 minutes. I'll come up driving home from Wally World. Please be careful. Be safe. I understand the grocery shopping bit. Andrew. Yeah. By the way, hi, Fred. So let's see. Oh, man. I hate that my eyes itch. This is ridiculous.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind like maybe moving things over to Twitch for my live streaming to at least be able to comfortably do what I want to do, which is just play some music, talk about the music as that we're playing as we're playing it and stuff like that. I don't have to worry about any big time restrictions. But my question is, if I link my StreamYard account with Twitch, do I still get the ability to pull people up on screen?
That's a good question. I don't. Yeah.
That's gonna be a big drawback if I can't do that.
Yeah, no kidding on that, right? James, I'm sorry, you just reminded me. I did not have a chance to tell Shenanigans or Mello for that matter. How is everybody here? Yes, good. Fred, hello. And yeah, diamond shaped dumplings. Hey, how you? Yes. And Dusty says yes. If you stream from StreamYard, you can.
Okay. Well, Dusty, you may have to like it. I may have to get you sometime when you're available on a private call, and you might have to walk me through setting all that up. That sounds like something I might want to do.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna get some more
Because I don't
coffee.
know how to run Twitch like I do YouTube. I understand running Twitch is a little more complicated.
Yeah, keep these guys entertained for a minute or two. I'm gonna go get some more coffee, and I'm gonna bring a couple book finds that I found this week. I forgot to bring. Ouch. Ow.
Oh, sorry. Had my thing turned on.
All right. So let's see here. I love when Mary. Mason, what do you think of the outtakes from Smile that were released years ago? I find them fascinating.
We're talking about the sessions from 2011. Yeah, I guess so. But check out all the work that some of these other uploaders have done with reimagining the album, because the Smile Sessions track listing is kind of organized in the Brian Wilson Presents Smile format, except the tracks are just split up, instead of together in one track with some of them like they were on that album. And I'm not really much for that sequencing, to be honest. There was a guy that did a sequencing of the album that I preferred, which is more realistic to probably how the album would have been sequenced had it come out in 1967. And instead of the lengthy 19 tracks in the form of the Smile Sessions, this one is only down to the standard 12 or 13 track album that was pretty much the standard for most American albums in the 60s. So I mean, you did have to end up leaving off some of the tracks, but what he did was he left all the centerpiece songs in there. Heroes and Villains is there, Surfs Up is there, Wonderful, Cabinessence, Vegetables, the whole 9 yards with those. All those are there, and of course, Good Vibrations. But like some of these other ones that were kind of just like segue pieces, they ended up leaving those off, which it's not a big sacrifice, to be honest.
Yeah. James said not the 2011.
Well, which one then?
I don't know. It's just that's what he put in the comments. I highlighted it, but it was not the 2011. He says. Yes, please, Nick. Because then we could truly have. We could truly have
the 2011. Then it's got to be like if it's not the 2011, he's got to be talking about like a bootleg or something.
Yeah, we definitely have the Nick at Night experience when he comes on. He says,
"Yeah, the bootleg stuff." That's what he's referring to.
Oh, okay. Was he a little cool?
I haven't really heard quite all of the bootleg stuff yet, but what I have heard is pretty fascinating indeed.
All right, so let's see book finds. I try to go once every couple months. We have a Friends of the Library bookstore, okay, for the Rogers Public Library, and Oh, okay. From live from the Rager. Oh boy, the Rager backyard party.
On location. Look at this.
Thank you, thank you, too kind.
Well, I think it's time for a beer. Give me a couple seconds.
Okay, we'll get a beer. Ladies and gentlemen, live from New Jersey, and a raging raver beats a raging something else.
Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, anybody that can guess the song that's being played will win. I don't know, I'm just messing with you. There's somebody in the audience goes, I know what that is. I know what that is. But I can play name that tune in 3 notes. Let's put him close for a minute. Let's see what happens. Why does this look like a really bad acid trip? Oh, there's the back of the house. Is that the grill? Was that a DJ? Oh, there's the band. Hey, there's the smoke machine. Gotta have a smoke machine if you're gonna be a band. It appears to be at least a 4-piece band, as opposed to a 4-piece meal from KFC. Yes, Mellow on patrol, ladies and gentlemen. You know that man in the street? Well, this time we're doing something good. Crowd surf, Mellow. Crowd surf. Oh boy. Only here are you going to get head-scratching moments such as this. Thanks, Fred. Oh boy. You're all good sports. I love you guys. Unfortunately, I don't know what the hell they're playing. Yeah, see, okay, you got us. You're right. This is for this Hall of Fame rehearsal. They're playing all 20 songs in seconds in bits. It's a huge medley, including ones that barely anybody remembers, like Low Down and Dirty. And one of my favorites, The Soul Doctor. If you don't know that song, you need to go listen to it. From 92. I think it's 92. Maybe it's 2000. I always get that fucked up. I think it was 92. Yes, I know, you dog. Everybody's kidding. But yes, that's right. Warner's Hall of Fame. Oh boy, I can only handle so much more. I can only handle so much of this.
We're in the good.
Yeah. Oh boy. So who's the band, Mello? It looks like they're trying to play Peter Pinchot. Looks like John Popper. Hey, Blues Travelers in the house. I have What the hell? Is somebody trying to be Vinnie Benson with Chris and Military? With that shredding? Yeah.
After the song, I'll walk out for
Let's see if we can figure out what this tune is, guys. First one that gets it right gets a no prize. Ladies and gentlemen, Melody and the Schizophrenics. Hey, in the comments, guys, give me crazy band names. Give me stupid band names. That's what we'll pretend these people are. Do you hear any of this? I'm not even. All I'm hearing is squawking. Well, he's got a ponytail. That changes the game right there. He's got a ponytail. It does look like 2005 YouTube. You're right. All right, I muted him. I can't handle that anymore. I'm sorry. I love you, Mello, but I can't deal with that. I'm going to, until at least he stops, I'm going to keep him muted.
I mean, that's a copyright strike just waiting to happen.
Well, okay, you know what? I want YouTube to figure this shit out because I'm like, believe it or not, they figure out some of Mello's. I got dinged for some instrumental guitar piece he did. I'm like, I didn't even know the damn song, but YouTube knew who the hell it was. I'm like, son of a bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's live from Jersey. Okay, hang on a minute. Nick at night, ladies and gentlemen. Nick at night.
Nick!
Listen.
I can't work that. I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Now.
Titties. We want to see some titties. You didn't hear that, grandson. All
right. I had to walk out front because it's too loud back there.
Well, yeah, no kidding. I could have told you that. So who is the band, Mello?
I don't even know. They're doing Judas set.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they started.
No.
They started off with a Hellion, Electric Eye, then they did Delivering the Goods. I didn't say I said they were great.
I'll tell you. It was not a ripper of a set. There was no freewheeling burning here. And I'm telling you, if they kept playing that way, heads are going to roll. See what I did there, ladies?
Yeah, right.
Never mind. Yeah,
I couldn't tell how did the sound come across on the phone, though? You could hear everything?
Oh, bro.
I want to party with Melody.
It was like...
Yeah.
All right, Dad. It's overpowering the microphone.
It's worse than a
They're actually pretty good. They're not a bad band.
Yeah. Dusty says, I want to party with Melody. He reminds me of Red from Cheech and Chong's next movie, the guy with the duffel bag of weed.
Yeah, right?
You know what? Speaking of weed, I need to... You go on with your shit, man. I gotta...
Well, that's why I came out, because I want to smoke a bowl, so I come out here.
Well, Mello, you want in on this? I got half a joint left.
I do.
I'm a smoke
puff,
it.
Pass. Puff, pass.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Oh, dude, there's
Nick's got the weed. I got to turn on the Pink Floyd now.
Oh no! That's okay. That's okay, Mason. I've done that many times, but it is an experience if you've never done it before.
Dude, you know what?
Try LSD and Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, I've done that.
My kid says he's listened to that stuff on.
Could you guys imagine LSD and something like Echoes by Pink Floyd?
I've done that too.
Your fucking mind.
It's awesome.
You know what? It depends on your mood going into it too. You got to be like, LSD is not like something like, oh, I had an awful day at work. Everyone's an asshole. I'm going to take some acid and fucking, it's going to be all better. No. You're taking those negative feelings that you've had all day and they're being put to the forefront and you got to deal with them. That's what
that, ladies and gentlemen, is what is called a bad trip. Mello's gone.
Oh, no. His LSD must have stopped working.
Either that or the band got pissed off and they all beat him up.
I think the band was pissed off before that. And just What's up, Mason? Wow.
I wonder what I wonder what LSD and pet sounds would be like.
You know what? I have experienced that, and it is pretty nice. But I wouldn't suggest you just go and try LSD. I mean, that's
we are not condoning that here at the Psychoplatter program.
No, I mean that's a commitment, like a 8 to 12 hour commitment.
Hey, Nick, I'll tell you something worse than LSD.
Yeah, that's all I got out of it. Those are wise words of wisdom, sir. They will always carry me into my heart.
Wait, maybe it's where I'm at. All right, let's try this. I said, have you guys ever tried salvia?
Oh no, I won't go near it because I've seen too many bad.
That's
like, dude.
In fact, he just took it right now. He's gone. That's all it took. A little bit of salvia.
If there was a substance on this earth that I mean, I've tried 90% of them. And
see, you're our guinea pig for recreational drugs.
It's fine with me. I made myself the guinea pig, though.
That's okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. Let's ask anybody. Have you ever thought, like I'm talking about anybody here can answer this question. You know those local area, like you have a college and you got a science department or stuff, and they've got research department and stuff, and they go off and put an ad like, "Hey, we'll give you $50 or $100 or whatever to try this out for a couple of weeks. Would you take the money?"
And
do whatever it is they ask you to do.
It depends on how hard up I was at the time, you know.
See, I'd rather do plasma than, but I can't do that either, damn it. So I'd rather be doing plasma. There's very few questions on plasma, as opposed to, hey, excuse me, can we go and inject you with some drug?
I do want to say this though.
And you turn into a zombie.
I do want to say this. In all actuality, drugs are not really my cup of tea. No judgment against those who do use them. Yeah. It's just not my cup of tea. But I do want to say this. Last night, I got fucking shit-faced drunk and decided to throw on Rubber Soul. And let me tell you, that shit just sounded good. It sounded so much better because I think what alcohol does is it numbs everything. So it just sounded so it just sounded better. You know,
it puts your frontal lobe asleep so that you're not thinking about everything. So I think the music can more easily get into your brain.
Oh yeah, right around songs like "Think for Yourself" and "The Word," I was like vibing. I'm like, I always loved this album. I've always loved these songs, but for some reason, listening to them while drinking alcohol is a better experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment here on the show that we go off and we have what's called a public service announcement.
Oh, hey, why don't you come have a seat over here? Huh? Come have a seat over here.
Okay, last time. This is brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yes, I'd like it. I'd like a Western omelet, please. Could you add some extra ingredients?
What a misinformed fucking advertisement. My God. Oh my Lord.
But
I mean,
yeah, I'm actually having a beer right now. Lone Star beer.
Oh, good. There you go.
This, you know, being born and raised in Texas all my life, you know, I want to I enjoy this beer quite a bit because it's Texas made, obviously, but
yeah, obviously.
It's got a really rich flavor to it. I mean, it really does.
Well, I kind of know why. I heard a rumor. I'm not sure how true it is. That it's the secret in the flavor. It happens to be a combined urine of Texas Rangers along with Willie Nelson.
I heard the same thing. That is true. This is true.
And we're not talking Walker, Texas Ranger. We're talking about you could either go the Cops or the baseball team. It doesn't matter.
You know what? Next time that happens, let's take it as far as we can with straight faces. Randy.
Yeah, Randy Bobandy. I have a boss. My assistant boss or whatever is Randy, and I always come up to him and go, Randy Bobandy, because he doesn't know where that's from, and I'm just like, I get away with all kinds of things.
Or like, he doesn't know the name game, or is that from something else?
Trailer Park Boys, when Mr. Leahy would go, Randy Bobandy, and he was drinking.
My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I love Trailer Park Boys. I'll tell you. The password today is Mason on cheap Texas beer.
Yeah, you're right. It was pretty cheap, $13 for all of this. But you know what? For cheap beer, this tastes amazing. I mean, it doesn't taste like your average Budweiser or Ultra or Bud Light or any of that stuff.
When I was in the 80s, like the late 80s, right? I was an MGD guy, okay? But if I couldn't afford it, it was called Milwaukee's Best. Whatever was $3.99 for a case back in the late 80s.
I'm familiar. I'm very familiar.
It's Milwaukee's Best, red, white, and blue.
PBR.
Believe it or not,
PBR is actually not too bad.
PBR was so big over in our state line area. So help me God. And of course, I have to bring up this beer. Hi, Dusty.
What a treat!
All right, Dusty, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm having a little snort of Knob Creek.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cheap, but it gets you there. No, I'm just kidding. No, I had to go grocery shopping at Wally World, so you know how that shit goes. I'm just like, I've been wanting to sock people in the head for the past half an hour trying to check out, so
Is that legal now? Like hitting people in public just because they're irritating you and taking too long?
I wish. I think it is
at cash registers. Within 10 feet of a cash register, I think it is legal. So,
and we can't forget this beer.
This is banter. Place I believe Harriman chose to brew old style. Harriman
old style, yeah.
Is constant spring water, virgin water that flows from deep beneath the ground, brewed in an old world way called poisoning, the most natural way to brew beer and
old style.
Try old style, pure brewed in God's country, and taste the difference poisoning makes.
Croisening. That's the password. The password is croisening.
That's the type of can that you find like all rusted and like almost like going for a walk in the woods.
I stepped on a pop top.
Yeah.
It's like a leftover can that somebody was drinking from like 1976 or some shit. And it's out there forever.
And you know what was also right next to it? A can of Billy Beer. That was what was next to it too.
Have you guys ever heard of this guy called the LA Beast? Where he does this thing where he takes like overly expired food and he'll try and eat it, but it's from like the 90s, 80s. One time he had a can of Billy Beer and he opened it up, looked it up on his page, and he turned around, poured it out. Most disgusting thing I ever saw, and he drank it.
What? Oh,
yeah, he drank it.
How
sitting there going like this. He takes he's like, Billy Beer was like from what, the 70s?
Billy Beer was 1977 or 78, and the secret ingredient in Billy Beer was that Billy Carter would piss in every vat.
Well,
that was your special flavor.
You get what you pay for, Paul. Come on.
Exactly.
You know?
Tastes like peanuts.
Oh my God. And then, oh boy, there's one I forgot. Hang on a second. You keep talking. It's too funny.
The first time I really, really got drunk, I remember we bought a whole shitload of Schaefer. That's
I was going to bring up Schaefer.
Yeah. And we drank the shit out of it.
How many times did something like what was the one with the horse on the
Colt 45? Is it Colt 45?
No. Or what was that like super fruity kind of wine that was like $2? There was Ripple's close, but there was another one.
Mad Dog
like
2020.
Train, Thunderbird.
No.
What's the word? Thunderbird. That was before my time, but you know. Oh, hams.
Yeah. Nice cartoon.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Sorry. My bad.
Looks like me on my stream last night.
Fred says Poon's Farm.
Yeah.
Mad Dog. Randy for the win.
Mad Dog 2020.
Cool,
Randy, good job, bro.
Love the
Ooh, that
name.
beaver
I love
almost
the
got
title
me.
of the commercial.
That beaver almost got the log.
I was about to say I love the title of the whole commercial. Beaver Trouble.
Yeah.
Not suggestive at all.
But you brought up Schaefer, and I got to tell you something. I never had a can, but I've come across them, you know, in garage sales and stuff. Some of the most beautiful artwork on those damn cans. My dad, okay, my stepdad, he was good at shooting pool, and he would go into the pool leagues and contests and stuff like that. So I have somewhere an MGD stick from the 70s, okay? But the one that I gotta go through the storage and find, he won because he showed it to me once, a beautiful Schaefer beer stick. And it's got all the artwork going straight down from the point.
Nice.
And I'm like going, oh, man, that's got to be something.
You guys ever had the wild turkey?
Oh, yeah, the whiskey.
Years ago for me.
I've never had it, but my friends say that don't, especially if you're new to it, do not.
You know what? My dad, who has never been a drinker ever in his life, somebody came up to him like at a like a Christmas party and said like what's your drink of choice? And my dad was like, wild turkey was the first thing that popped into his head. Dummy got like fucking, we must have had 30 bottles of fucking wild turkey on top of the refrigerator. And
wow,
you know, it's like what do you
You know, it's funny. It's me. I'm a Jack Daniels drinker mostly. I haven't been drinking whiskey recently, but when I would drink it, I would take it Frank Sinatra style. You know, on the rocks. You know, 2 fingers.
You gotta let it dissolve a little bit.
Yeah.
Old granddad.
So I have a little splash of water, 2 fingers of Jack, splash of water, a little bit of ice. You know, but I have this friend Mike, and he's like one of those people. He makes really, really good money, owns his own business. So he's like, you know, he has more refined tastes. And he was trying to give me some of this really expensive whiskey. He's all, this is really good stuff. This is from a blah, blah, blah. You know, he gave me the whole spill. I took a taste. He's like, what do you think of it? I'm like, oh, it's good. I turn around and I look at my son. I'm like, it tastes like freaking Jack Daniels to me. I'll taste it.
Yeah.
You know, but I try to be like all refined. I'm like, fruity, yep. Yeah, hints of sage and yes.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, very good on the palate.
You know what? You know what? Hey, you guys want to go on a little road trip?
I don't think we have a choice at this point.
I'm going to take you guys on a road trip to the liquor store
yes,
because I just
yes.
realized that I really want some Malibu.
Malibu. You know
Like
what?
the coconut rum?
Yeah, that goes really good with Sprite. I mean, it
Don't they
really
give you
I get a
tampons
good
for that?
martini.
You get tampons for that,
love
don't you?
coconut anything.
Yeah, Malibu rum. Yeah, my daughter buys that. She buys it, and I think she gets a half price with her tampons.
Boom, boom. Hey, I'll tell you.
For the win. Yeah. Oh, you must
Come
do
on, Mason,
something
drink like a man.
for electricity. Now I know why tigers eat the young. hey, Wang,
I'm just
stop
playing
taking
with Mason.
pictures of the parking lot.
I'm gonna take a little. We're gonna go on a little road trip to the liquor store, and I'm gonna pick up some
we are.
Malibu. And don't be concerned about the fact that I've had one beer. Like that's actually going to affect my driving. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
You don't drink that much.
Yeah, I don't know about that because you're not really a drinker, Mason.
Yeah,
so it's like one beer for you could be.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me, I don't sound funny, do I, Mason? Because if I sound funny, maybe you shouldn't take that drug. Am I sounding funny, Mason? Don't go.
You sound totally normal to me, Dusty. Though. See, that's the thing.
Hey, what's up, Easy Mick?
Hey, Mick.
I'm sorry. What's up, Randy?
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to my phone so I can still be on here.
Okay, I mean, I really wouldn't. I mean, I would suggest against it. You've had a beer already, Mason. And it's like,
yeah, that is a bad idea, man. Give it an hour.
Yeah,
let your body drink some water and give it an hour.
The thing is, I don't really have an hour.
Nah.
The liquor store closes at 9.
There you go.
Well,
listen.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I never went and got booze drunk because I wanted
not even
booze,
drunk,
but
not even tipsy.
I know, but just if you ever got pulled up,
You okay to drive? Yeah, fine. Relax.
Are you sure,
Mason? This was Mason in high school. Just a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I'll say last year.
Well, look at that.
Did you guys ever see the movie The Last Prom in your driver education classes?
Yes.
No, but they did show us Red Asphalt. I was like, what the hell?
Yes!
Yeah.
Red Asphalt.
Not familiar with that one, dude.
But you know what used to terrify me is the reason why I never drunk drive also is because I used to go to a barber. My grandfather took me to his barber every month. And I would get my hair cut, and he had all these freaking California Highway Patrol magazines. And these California Highway Patrol magazines, which were made for California Highway Patrol men, had all kinds of pictures of accidents. Gory freaking pictures. You know, this person was under the influence of blah, 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 and they lost their head. You know?
Look at the blood spurting.
Yeah, terrified me. I was like, my mom be like, what's wrong with you? I come home all terrified from the barber's office, you know?
So hold on a minute. Was the barber I gotta ask you, was the barber Floyd? Could it have been Floyd? you saw my new issue of Dismemberment Monthly. Yes, I'll tell you, it was really good. Crashed just outside. It was between Mayberry and Mount Pilot. Yes, Andy Taylor and Barney, they both got there, and you should have seen. They said that the blood spurted up 6 feet high in the sky.
That's a good one.
And then the bear showed up. Oh, you don't want to see the photos. Oh,
you know what, Paul?
What?
There's always, and I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I am just, but
hey, don't out me, James. Yes, I was drinking dinner tonic. Wait a minute. Brian, quit snitching on me.
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody that's got probably some 16mm drive-in films of dismemberment, he's home now. He's home from the Rachel. He's home from the Rachel party.
It was really close to my house. I mean, it was only 5 minutes away, honestly.
Ooh, yes.
You know?
Close proximity.
And I was there for like about almost 4 hours. I was getting ready to leave anyway, so it was like perfect timing that you had it. So I was like, good, I can. I have a way out now. You know. It was fun though. It was fun, and I met somebody. I met a rock star there.
Who?
I'm going to show you a picture right here. I don't know. Maybe you recognize him. Maybe you recognize him. Maybe you won't. Okay, here it is.
That almost looks like an offshoot cousin of Roman Reigns.
I don't know. Is that
Cat Stevens?
Cheech?
Nope. Nope.
Stevens Cheech. That's our guess.
All right.
There we go.
That is Zach Wilde's bass player, JD.
No shit.
Oh, from Black Label Society?
Yeah.
And I've seen them live. I've seen them at the Nom. I don't know how many times I didn't recognize them.
He actually, and I got footage. He went up with there was a Black Sabbath cover band there, and he went up and played War Pigs with them.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. He's a skinny man. He's
he's short too. He's very tiny.
Yeah.
Generals.
Every year they play for Schecter because Zach Wilde has the signature guitar from Schecter. So the Schecter party, Black Label Society has been playing it for the past 4 years, and they play at the Grove of Anaheim. So they always hand out free tickets. So I always go and hang out, and just free booze and everything. Like all this industry, all the people who are in like the industry get free booze and stuff. And I go for Yamaha guitars and Roland, so they like give me all kinds of booze. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, you guys are great. Yeah, I'll buy your guitars. Fuck no.
Yeah, you know what? There was this company called Reverend Guitars that wanted me to they wanted basically a sponsorship, like to give me a sponsorship, but the amount of time I would have had to basically play this guitar that I couldn't stand for way too long of a time in case I'm ever caught, playing without it, then I don't know what happened. So they were a terrible company, and the guitars were fucking dreadful. Be careful of free shit. Because it may seem free, but no, nothing's ever free.
Yeah, because Yamaha, they make decent acoustics, but their electrics are pretty much crap. I remember I used to like their electrics back in the day when they had Blue Saraceno, and he had a signature.
But
not since then.
Blue Saraceno. He played with Poison for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah. He made they had this beautiful signature guitar that had like different kinds of Celtic plaid and stuff like that. He made all these nice guitars, and I remember picking one up and playing it at a music store, and it was real smooth. But I only like Yamaha's acoustics. Their basses are somewhat mediocre.
I love them, dude. My main acoustic is a is like a probably mid 80s Yamaha. It's actually one of their higher models. It has like these really nice pearl inlay stuff, and I don't remember where it came from because I didn't buy it. So I really don't remember where it came from.
Just kind of accumulated it.
Yeah. And especially Yamaha guitars, there's something about them. The older they get, the better and better and better they sound. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Dusty?
Yeah, it must have something to do with the wood and whether with the climate you live in. Maybe also, it ages the wood to a certain perfection or something. So the tone gets better. Yeah.
The same thing seems to happen to Martins, but it seems like it takes longer with Martins, 40 years. I mean, but I mean, think of some of those like old Martin, like those parlor guitars that were small, but they put out a punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, smaller ones.
Now, PV Mello, weren't they mostly known for like their amps more so
Yeah,
than
this is
guitars?
this
They
guitar.
made guitars and bass.
This is I
Cool.
I absolutely
That's a
love this
beautiful
guitar. It's really one of my favorite guitars of all time. I've written so many songs on it, and it's just incredible. It has incredible action.
Where was that made?
Let me tell you. This was done in, I can't even read it. I can't even read it, honestly. I'd have to look it up, honestly.
What a ray of sunshine this guy is. Every time he shows up, the whole chat lights up and everyone becomes happy.
Indeed.
That's so nice to hear. Thank you so much.
It is true, Brian.
I feel like that's the same about everybody I see here on screen, especially you, Nick. It's super true.
Hey, Will.
Hey, I have something to contribute to this guitar talk.
Okay.
Cool.
I had a
that's true, James.
So I grew up with a like a really out of tune piano, and it was when I could never figure out the guitar, and it was when I was I suddenly was without a piano, and it dawned on me that I wasn't going to get another piano. At 18 years old in a little shitty apartment, I was going to have to learn how to play the guitar. And my girlfriend at the time bought me this old Harmony guitar from a garage sale in like a cardboard case. And the action on it was like this big,
Yeah, that's not a deterrent for learning.
And it was so hard to play. And then somehow I ended up getting a Yamaha student, like a kind of like top, not like middle of the road student guitar, like just probably standard issue Yamaha guitar.
They age wonderfully,
and it played like a dream. I still have it, and it plays so nice. And I just loved it, and it was so much easier, of course, to play than the Yamaha. And then I was visiting this house, some friends of mine, and they had this Sigma, like the Martin off brand, right?
Yeah.
You guys have Sigma? So they had this one string, very nice Sigma in their house that they didn't know. It was like you just described this old guitar. Nobody knew where it came from. And I would go over and play its two strings. And they said to me, like, you are the only person who ever touches this guitar. Like, there's a case downstairs. If you want it, it's yours. And I was like, oh,
nice.
Hell yeah. So I take this Sigma guitar home. I look it up, and it's like, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's like, it's probably triple or quadruple the price of the Yamaha.
That's killer.
And I can't find out why the Yamaha sounds so much better.
Baby doll.
Yeah. That's why you can never judge a guitar by what it says on the headstock. You got to play it, because like all the guitars I've ever bought in my life, I didn't plan on buying them. I just went into a music store and picked up a guitar, and the second you pick it up and strum a few chords, you just go, oh, fuck.
Yes.
I love this, my baby right here, man.
That's
this is
amazing.
Red Rocker, man. Red Rocker.
I can't drive 55, but I can drive .08.
Yeah, that's a real deal. This thing is like 20 years old, man. This is the first. Yep, this is the Dimebag Darrell, first edition, when they first started it. Honestly,
do you got a BC Rich there, Mel?
I had a BC Rich. I had a Warlock, but I actually traded it for this. I like this better than the Warlock. I have another guitar I'll show you. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I love
I remember when I first fell in love with BC Rich was when I saw Nicky Six when he had the Warlock bass during the 80s, during the Shout at the Devil era. I totally wanted one.
Yeah,
I totally wanted one because I was like, I totally thought Nicky Six was the shit back then.
Oh, he's.
I named my wiener dog after Nicky Six.
Mm-hmm.
Named my wiener dog after Nicky Six.
What's his name? What's his wiener
Should have
dog
named him after
name?
Tommy Lee.
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
Oh, look.
Oh, that looks cool. That looks like it has
Oh yeah, it's
like
a Washburn.
T.D. Jones pickups in it.
This is a first act.
Really?
It's a first act guitar from
Yes,
2000
No,
from
no.
2005. Now look, you can only get this guitar if you bought a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
How strange.
There's a Volkswagen inlay on there. It came with the guitar. I mean, it came with the car. If you bought the car, you got the guitar for free.
Wow.
And I got one of these.
Nice.
This is a collector's item right here.
They make really nice guitars, and actually, they were going to build a custom guitar for me, but
Wow.
everything fell
Are those
apart. They went out of business.
Look at the
or
knobs.
whatever, and didn't go.
Those are not humbuckers.
Yeah, they are.
No, but
Yeah,
look at
that's a
the knobs.
humbucker.
The knobs are and they have
He
they have a
said
thing.
knobs.
They got a thing where it turns on. The battery's dead. I don't play it that much, but this thing turns on. There's a light that goes on here and it has all effects in there, built-in effects. And you would have a cord that would plug into the car radio, and it would like it had all the effects in it. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Y'all see what James
made some good stuff.
Y'all see what
Yeah,
James
I
said?
love it.
I hear they're giving away free guitar.
free guitars away with diamond-shaped dumplings.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rock
right.
on, man.
That's it.
Appreciate that.
Is it air
know,
cooled or water cooled? Bad joke.
Nick,
Okay.
now maybe you would know, maybe some of the other guitar aficionados here would know. Now, I know the story was supposed to be supposedly that Leo Fender created the electric guitar, created the
Hi,
pickup
Paul.
because he was playing an acoustic at a drive-in theater and decided that he wanted people to hear him louder. So he went and concocted this thing for his acoustic guitar to plug into his car stereo so that way he could play at the drive-in. But what contradicts that is there's also other accounts that say that Leo Fender never played. So it's like, what's
He had to play a little bit.
Leo
Okay.
Fender did not know how to play guitar, and
Huh.
you know what? You know what's fucked up? Also, the dude that I work for, you know, like he is
Awesome.
an amplifier like genius. I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane. But he can hardly play guitar at all. Like he's not
Right, he
good.
can. I mean, barely. He knows what it would feel like to press the strings, and he knows like what a guitar sounds like in tune.
Yeah.
You know, we might know a basic D and a G. You know, like that kind of stuff.
You know what? I don't even know if he knows that stuff. Like, honest to God, like, but he knows what he wants an amp to sound like. So he'll, you know.
Well, I mean, he would have to know enough to check for like the fret buzz and stuff like that. Probably.
Oh yeah. As far as
he
setting
did.
it up, yeah.
I mean, he invented the Stratocaster. You know, I mean, someone's got to have some knowledge of guitar if you're doing that.
Which with Stratocasters, it's like they. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, our Fender has always sold its guitars in, guitar centers and dealers, and they just built their first flagship store in Tokyo. And actually, my office designed the shop. Yeah, it's like 4 stories of guitars, and they sell more guitars here in Japan than they do anywhere else. And up on the 4th floor, they have like the custom shop where you can. You can build your own guitars, and they patina them, and they've got all these collaborations with like.
I went there in 2012, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very cool. Japanese Fenders kind of kick the U.S. Fenders' asses a lot of the time.
And sometimes they won't.
I always heard that.
They won't.
I always heard that. Yeah. They use different woods and different actual like mechanics actually and everything. Like they're to a standard because the Fender guitar is a standard. But if they use the components that they have, the different wiring, the different things that they do over there, it makes a difference.
Well, they've got this staircase that goes up, this spiral staircase that goes up all the floors, and there's a bunch of pictures of Leo Fender throughout the series of photographs. All the legendary rock and roll guys play. It's like a museum kind of. And
Ingve
Leo Fender
Malmsteen, that's his guitar.
Oh yeah,
he's
Randy,
regularly
don't get me
posing with like
started.
a screwdriver. He's obviously not fixing anything. They've said,
Yeah,
give us a
right.
photo, and he's got his
just
guitar on, or his screwdriver on the guitar.
Mello,
Yes.
have you ever heard of a Fender Asset?
Fender Asset. That sounds very familiar. That's kind of like, I think like a that was their chance of being like doing something hollow body. I thought like a
Okay.
hollow body-ish type guitar. Like they were trying to like, from what I understand, if I'm remembering correctly.
And what he told me was that it was the guitar that he built after he sold Fender and the name.
Right.
And the Asset is what he built.
Oh wow.
And it started in the video with the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Tough Enough, that Jimmy Lee Vaughn played it in the video.
Right.
And in the studio when they
Oh
recorded
wow.
it. But
That's interesting.
he had a osteogenesis porosis. So he'd broken every bone in his body, was in a wheelchair at that point.
Oh
But
my God.
he told me one night, he said, honey, I want you to go in there in my bedroom, get down on your knees. I said, and he said, feel up under the bed and drag that case out. And I mean, when I felt the case, I felt, I knew it was something cool.
Oh my God.
And I pulled it out, and it was a Fender Asset.
Glowing. Yeah, right. It's glowing at
like,
that point.
Oh!
Yeah.
But he was
kind of like in Pulp Fiction when he opens up the briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
You never knew what John Travolta was looking at in that briefcase. We never found out.
Yeah. He took it next door to my ex and said, hey, Jim, can you tune this up for me? James said that it wasn't off a half step, and Mr. Steve hadn't touched it in 20 years, he said. But it wasn't off out of tune by a half step.
That's got to be some money, too. That's worth some money.
With total respect, that's where my mind went to, Randy.
Wow.
Not with a cold sore, I ain't. Y'all want to know who won the cornbread contest?
Who won the cornbread contest from Wednesday?
Ethel Jones.
Ethel Jones.
Don't
Mother
look
of 10. Mother of 10. And it was.
The time of the fix was in. So.
They were in the shape of cards, like diamond, clubs, spades, and hearts.
Wild. You don't hear that name that often, Ethel. I mean, I think of Ethel Mertz. You know, it's like.
Close your eyes,
like,
Ethel!
Myrtle, Hazel, you know, like those are names of time gone by.
Hey, Dwayne.
Ethel Jones. But it was fun.
I'm hearing deliverance. What's going on here?
Methodist ladies are nasty.
Don't look, Ethel.
Don't look, Ethel. That's what I.
I went to go get Ethel a snow cone.
Oh, yeah, they fall in the street.
Dave Hopfrock, his wife Jen, she has a total aversion to banjos. I was like, wow, that's kind of a weird, thing.
Great
I mean, she really hates banjos, but I was like, okay, well, I can understand. There's certain things I really hate where people are like, why?
If I ever have another banjo, I'll never see another. If I ever see another banjo, that's one of the greatest things on one of the Beatles Christmas fan club records. If I don't bring your banjo back again, or something, it's called one of the greatest.
I'm sorry. Didn't want to be rude and take that free shot.
Just got a free shot. Was that a shot of booze, or was that a shot like your COVID shot?
Shot.
Yeah.
The guy that was the boy that played in that part of the movie, Dueling Banjos, he got paid $50. That was it. No royalties or anything after that.
I'll tell you what, go watch Steve Martin's version of Dueling Banjos that he did, I think, on Saturday Night Live. Incredible version.
Right.
Incredible.
Wasn't the Deliverance one Mason Williams?
Excuse me, that was
Yes. He's the classical gas, Mason Williams.
Yeah.
I love that song. That is one of the most greatest songs ever written.
And I didn't
Did
know
anyone
this,
ever
but he was
see?
a
I'm
former
sorry.
writer of the Smothers Brothers too, back in the '60s.
Right.
Anyways, now I'm sorry, Mason.
No, it was
Nick,
basically it was me. Did
Oh,
anyone
what you
ever
playing,
see
Nick?
what he did for Jack White's American Epic series when they did the sessions? Because there was a part where they did sessions where he did like some of the recordings. He recorded, with film, them recording these songs, and one of them was Steve Martin. He was playing the banjo, and I mean,
One of the
he's
greatest
really,
banjo
really
players in
freaking
the
good.
world.
That's
He-
why I didn't
Literally,
realize
he's
that.
known, revered as one of the greatest in the banjo world. He's like top notch, one of them.
Who are you talking about?
Steve Martin on banjo.
Oh yeah. That's nuts. Like I would like to see like a Bella Fleck Steve Martin show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
King
What?
Tut was a
Bella
jam, too.
Fleck, Steve Martin?
Just kidding.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
You ain't buying it, are you?
Now I'm in the time warp. Thank you.
Hey, the time warp.
Hey guys, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm here at a park. We're doing a dance festival today. We got hip hop dance, and we got a
Awesome.
big festival, and so it's family time. But thanks for having me up, Paul, and thanks for letting me
Hey, thank
crash
you.
the
Nice to
party.
see you, Brian.
Yeah,
All the way
Thanks.
from
I
it's
like your
always
hair.
nice seeing you, Brian.
I
Tokyo.
like
Come
your
in, Tokyo. Tokyo, come in,
And
Tokyo.
Dusty Spins, we haven't met. I don't think we've met before. So I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. I don't know if I've been on a stream with you. Nice to see you. And Mason, I think we've been on once before. And Nick, I really enjoyed your tech talk on Rachel's show the other night. I want a little bit more of that. And Mello, it's always a pleasure.
I love you, Brian. You're the
That-
best,
All right,
man.
love you guys
That was
too.
totally accidental, but
That was awesome, man. Let's
Always
get more of
funny.
that. I think you should have a little show, like high tech talk for
yeah,
the
I tried
AV
that
stuff
with
and like
George, and that worked out well.
yeah, I'm ready for that again. That was fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to contribute, but really couldn't hang. But I'm
Well,
looking forward to the
yeah.
next one of those. All right, see you guys.
All right,
Take
dude.
care.
Thanks for
Later,
being on.
Brian.
Bye.
Hang on, man.
From Japan, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
From
love
Brian.
Japan.
man.
Man, that's
Arigato,
still
Mr.
kicks my
Roboto.
ass, man.
Could use another one, thank you.
There you go. Can we
Hey,
get another one
John.
down here, please? Can you get another one down here?
Hello, Dark Wizard.
Would anyone like an espresso? Oh, I get the joke. There you go.
Hello, Mr. Allen.
Hello.
Hello.
From the
You
Carolinas.
just missed the time warp.
Oh man, that's like one of my favorite videos that I was ever in. Watch me lose my shit as he's playing is man, that wow. I love it.
I remember that day. Mello was playing, and you're like, "That's it, fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm out of here."
I didn't mean to drive him off like that. I couldn't even hear what was going on. I just was playing the song, and when I watched the show back, I realized what was going
No,
on.
you were seeing me in my chair, and I'm going, "Stop it, stop it!"
Stop
I couldn't
it,
even
stop,
hear you.
stop.
It was
Can't take
hilarious.
it.
Oh my god!
A lot of times when I talk or I have sound, it cuts the sound of the show out. Sometimes I don't realize I'm even talking over somebody.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's going on?
Trying to be a better person and not
I'm
do that
just
anymore.
kidding with you, dude. Melody, you and I need to jam.
Oh, we're gonna collaborate on the Rachel's
Yeah.
Ghost theme. I got some really, really great ideas. Honestly, I really do.
Is it going to be a champagne jam?
It's gonna be a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff, all different
Whiskey
styles.
fuel.
It's gonna be like a medley, it's gonna be like a Time Life commercial, like one of those things. Just one clip after another for every person that's in the show. It's just like, and their little theme, it all wrapped in one big bow.
Nick,
Yeah.
do not make me send you a circle light, dude.
Oh,
I
you know
can
what?
barely-
No, I've been working on stuff like this all day under super bright fluorescent lights.
Oh,
when
okay, so
when I turn on like a normal light, I actually have two of them on in front of me. It doesn't it's bright in this room, but it doesn't show up like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been in here with light on me before, haven't I? And I've done plenty of streams with light on me. Yeah.
Hey, you do you, man. You do you.
Yeah.
My Google
So-
Assistant just lit up and was like, "What would you like me to do?"
Well, I'm not going to answer that.
Me neither. Get a job. No,
No, I got one of those.
I meant my Google Assistant.
Well, you know, we could
There
always.
you go. If you
I have an idea. I have an idea. Maybe something for Nick.
I will
You
just
know,
go
I mean-
ahead and say for the record that I decided that I did some
Yeah,
second
I
thinking and decided that you guys are right. It's not a good idea to get behind the wheel.
No, it
even
is
if
not.
That's right.
even if
Definitely not.
even if I've only had like one.
It's not worth it.
Well, you
There you
know,
go.
I
There you
probably
go, Nick.
I'd probably be driving fine, you know, but
Is
the rest
this?
of that I get pulled
okay.
over for
You
whatever
know what
reason.
I did?
Did we grow up in the best time ever? I'm telling you.
I
I
can't
have this
imagine
commercial.
how many of those my mother vacuumed up.
Oh yeah, right.
Step on them with bare feet.
Bozo the clown.
Yeah.
What about Krusty?
You can make lots of pretty pictures with
They have ones with Batman and Robin, all kinds of different ones.
That's right. Light bright.
I have a Light Bright commercial on 60 millimeter.
That's
somewhere.
I'm not surprised. Is that attached to the
I'm not
EchoJack 3000?
Yeah, right.
Okay, just checking.
I have literally,
you know
I'm
what?
telling you, no joke, thousands of commercials. Thousands. It's
You know
crazy.
what
Yeah, I just put a thing down there for you to share, Paul. It's a commercial if you want to share it.
Oh, I'm
It's like-
sorry. Hang on.
Just-
Where did you?
Well,
Where
no,
did
because
you
I have
put
a
it?
bunch of them. That's what I'm saying. I have like a bunch of them in my files.
Grateful Dogs, let's hear it. Nick, you saw the request? Sublime.
Sublime. Which Sublime?
Somebody asked for Nick to jam his favorite Sublime.
I don't know. I'm certainly not singing it.
Oh God, here we go. Oh God, I remember this.
Oh no. It really is.
Freedom Rock.
Come on.
Join the friend choo choo.
It is right.
Down, man. Hey, man, remember the good old days? You know, war, protest, going to jail. So, man, we found this new album.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a minute.
Going to jail.
To groove to back then. Just listen.
It's like going to jail.
Oh my God, I just
Shake
played
your
this the other
hand.
night.
Now share the command.
A commercial.
Oh, I like that Otis Red.
Man, I remember this commercial like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
No.
Yeah.
This is like what, 87, something like that, I think. Oh, somebody see, look at they blocked the sound there.
Oh boy.
Obviously.
Rock has it all, man. 40 original rock hits by the
Well, it
original
might be
artists.
just that one clip.
4 records, 3
Mhm.
cassettes, or 2 CDs. Here's more. In the white room with black curtains.
Hush, I love Hush.
So wait a minute. There's 40 songs. Those bands have got to be really small.
What?
The songs are probably like edited down to like 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
They're the edited versions of the songs too.
Oh yeah.
These
I think
are
I'm dead.
obviously
Man, you
available
can get
on
Freedom Rock too. 4 records
correct?
or 3 cassettes
Like-
are only
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
$19.95.
see,
2
cassettes.
CDs, only $24.95.
Oh, CDs.
That's
Okay, all right.
Credit card and COD card.
Yeah, that's right. At the cusp of when
Yeah.
CDs.
They still had LPs there, did they not?
Yeah, LPs and they still had CDs
Sing it,
too, I
babe.
think. It was like
I think so too.
cassettes.
I think Michael Nolan was in that hippie rock commercial. I can believe that.
oh, it was 4 records or 3 cassette tapes. They didn't okay, 2 CDs,
Look,
$24.99.
I'm
Yeah.
not comfortable being the center square
Well,
in this
guess what?
Hollywood Squares game.
You're in the Paul Lynn square. That's
Yeah.
No,
Paul Lynn. Cue it.
you're not.
There you go, Paul.
I know. I'm
Paul
sorry. I didn't get. I'm working on it. Believe it or not, though. Hang on.
No, I want to be George Goebel.
Lynn. Okay.
Are we still doing some of Sublime? Let me tell you about a girl I know. Had a drink about an hour ago. Sitting in a corner by herself. In a bar and down hell. She heard a noise and she looked at the door. Saw a man never seen before. Light skin and light blue eyes. A double chin and a fat big smile. Her face as he walked to the door and he took an empty seat next to her in the bar. I ran a car and parked outside. How'd you like to go for a ride? And she said, wait a minute, I just have to think. He said, my man, I'll buy you a drink. One drink, 2, 3, and 4, and they left him out of his car. And they drove away real far. Now, babe, the time has come. How you like to have a little fun? And she said, if we could please be on our way. That's when things got out of control. She didn't want to eat at this way. She said, let's go. He had no way. Come on, baby, it's a lucky day. Shut your mouth, gonna do my way. Come on, baby, don't be afraid. If it wasn't for date rape, I'd never get laid.
That's timing, man. Timing.
He finished up, started out of the car. He turned around and drove back to the bar. He said, now baby, don't be sad. If I'd been, we weren't that bad. She picked a rock in the car, little daddy got her scar. And the next day, she went to her drawer. Looked up the local attorney at law. Went to the phone and filed a report. Then she took the guy's ass to court. Then one day she stood in the judge, he screamed, she lied, that little slut! The judge knew he was full of shit, so he gave him 25 years. Now it's hard as hell. One night in jail, he was getting late. He was boat raped by a large enemy and he screamed, God paid no attention to his cries. That's when things got out of control. Moral of the rape story. It does not pay. Drunk and hoary. That's the way it had to be. They left a little. I can't take pity on man in the sky, even though he now takes it in the behind. She didn't want to, she didn't want to, she didn't want to, she didn't want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard of speed reading. That was speed.
Thank you.
Nice.
That was tough to do. I haven't practiced that one in so long.
That was good though, man. You know, when that song had first come out, like on the you know, it had just started getting radio airplay, or maybe it wasn't even there yet. And my old band got a call to like, because it was hard to like fit like bands like with horns and stuff together. So they would just we would get called to play with any band like that.
Thank you, Randy.
One of them that came through was Sublime. So we played with them on when that Date Rape tune was just starting to get big. And then Bradley died within a year and their other album just exploded. And it, you know, sucks he wasn't there to see it. But his kid he sounds exactly like him.
He does.
My God.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Well, a lot of people thought when that guy Rome left, they thought that was going to be it. I mean, when Rome came in, a lot of people were unhappy, and then when he left, people were unhappy. But then Bradley's son came in, and it's like, they should have did that from the start. Well, he was obviously younger. They could.
Well, I was going to say, what was he, 3, 4? You got to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I think I don't know how old he is now, so he's got to be because Bradley died in what, like 97?
God, has it been that long?
96, I thought.
96, 96, 97, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yep. Right before they were on the cusp of making. I mean, they were like really ready to cross right over. Just like kind of like Jeff Buckley. Jeff Buckley like gets swept away right at the height of when he's about to become Kurt Cobain. I mean, the guy was like that level, and then he gets swept away.
Because I mean, all the albums had been released on Gasoline Alley, and they were
Blind Melon too.
Yeah, they were going to have that.
Oh man, Blind Melon.
Shannon Hoon. Yes, another one that just like on the
spring of '96.
Oh yeah, that dude was brilliant.
Who just left?
Oh yeah,
on my phone.
That was some good. I mean,
my phone's messing up a little bit.
Okay.
I really don't know how to feel about some of these deaths. You know, it's like What did they ever do to deserve this, and why are we going to be deprived because of it?
Look how crazy it is.
Yeah,
Kurt Cobain
know,
and Lane Staley died on the same day, 10 years apart.
No way, Lane Staley?
I didn't know
On
that.
the same day, April 8th. They both died. And John Lennon and Dimebag Darrell both died on December 8th.
Wow.
Gigi Allen.
30 years apart.
Richie, he's talking about Gigi Allen. You know, out here in LA,
Oh,
we have a
Gigi
place in
Allen.
Hollywood. It's called the Museum of Death. And they have like all kinds of stuff that has to do with funerals.
Hey, Google.
And in
Mark
Glass
my
case,
photo.
they have the clothes that Gigi Allen wore the last day that he was alive.
They got a picture of him in his coffin. You could see him in his coffin laid out with a Jack Daniels bottle and everything. Like
the video's on YouTube of his funeral. The whole
that guy was
funeral, the whole
nuts.
thing.
He really was nuts, though. Literally, he had a plan that he was on Halloween Eve was going to literally empty a gun out into the audience, and then he was going to shoot
He said that
himself.
for years. I mean, he said that for years. But the Museum of Death, when you go up to that, they have the clothes in a glass case because Merle, his brother, had donated them.
Oh, man.
And they still smell like shit. I swear to God, they have holes, drilled into it, and everybody goes up to it and sticks their nose up to it to smell it. And it's like,
oh my God.
Okay, so we paid $15 to smell Gigi Allen shit. No, but you can smell it. It's just like, it was horrible. Like they said, it was.
Why would you want to?
Right there.
$15, man. Like, really? Well, just give it to a homeless man to wipe his ass with. You know what I mean? Shit.
Forget a glory hole. You just go up and smell holes and.
His last day alive is on YouTube. Also, him walking through the streets and causing a riot when he played at this place called the gas station or something like that. You know, his last gig he ever did, and he's going through the streets, and all the kids are going nuts, and they're breaking windows and everything else.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, he gets in a taxi, and it's like kind of sad because you're like thinking he's going off to his death because that's what he did. He went to somebody's apartment and shot up and died. You know.
Yep.
Oh, that's where he gets his ass beat by another guy because he's like talking. He hit Texas woman. Yeah, there you go.
Do it. And no goddamn bullshit Boston newspaper is gonna fucking tell me that I'm crying wolf when I'm fucking dead. This fucking newspaper is full of fucking shit. Burn with it, baby. Bull fuck. Why don't I what? Why don't I what? Do what? Kill myself sooner? Because it would have pleased you too much, you fucking cunt. Come up here. Why don't you come up right up here to the mic to tell me that? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, he's a wacko.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's something to laugh about.
You want me to? Yeah. Why didn't I kill myself sooner? Why didn't you kill yourself sooner?
And then he gets his ass beat.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Then he got his ass beat.
Not in my
That is
neighborhood. We usually carry screwdrivers at least.
Yeah,
But
I mean, him.
That's a total fucking lie.
Did you ever see that guy? You ever see the video of literally the guy that played the Flash in the movie? What's his name? There's a video of him actually
What's his
choking
name,
out a
Paul?
fan.
What's his name, Paul?
I haven't watched any of the DC stuff.
Oh,
except the Batman movies.
He had a whole bunch of problems. This guy. I mean, he's not. He can't be the Flash no more. He has that many problems. Oh, I just forget his name. He's like again a wacko dude.
I just got my mom watching
The movie
Gotham.
version. The movie version. Wait, I could look it up. The Flash.
Who was?
Loser List said, I saw Gigi Allen in
Paul
the late
met-
80s crazy
Paul
show.
met the old Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller. If you've ever seen Ezra Miller, the guy is like as wacko as Shia LaBeouf. You know?
Mm.
You ever see Shia LaBeouf when he did that like performance thing? He had a bag over his head and people walked into this little closet and they pulled the bag off and it was him. And people were surprised it was Shia LaBeouf, and he's just standing there staring at you, not saying a word, literally blank face staring at you like a mannequin. And people are trying to get him to react, and he's not doing nothing. So crazy.
There's like something they say where he got like jumped into a Los Angeles gang show.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Some kind of
Pardon
shit
me,
like that
y'all.
or something. Yeah.
My cake is.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He is
here we go.
the most wild punk group tale.
Oh, Geraldo.
I don't know if you'll recall this, but he made the news recently, Gigi did, when it was revealed that he relieved himself on stage, live. Why, Gigi, did you feel a need to defecate in front of a live audience?
Well, my body is the rock and roll temple, and my flesh, blood, and body fluids are a communion to the people.
There you go.
That's as sick as it
Enough
gets,
said.
man. That's sicker than Sammy Kerr. Sammy Kerr from Trick or Treat movie. Hey,
Dan.
That's something I idolize.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was just insane. He was always saying that he was going to kill everybody in the audience. He was going to kill himself. And they're saying he just died of junkie's death. They said,
if he built himself up enough, he might have did it one day. You never know.
Maybe.
Oh well.
God took him out. God took him out before he got a chance. That's the beauty of it.
That's what it kind of sounds like, But
right.
I never saw the guy live. By the time he was really like going hardcore, I was already an adult, and I was out of that whole scene, Because when I was younger, I saw a lot of bands like Dead Kennedys, Black.
He's pretty mad.
There you go. Is that a
That's a record album. Yeah, it's a mad record.
Okay.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I never did either. I found this.
Have you listened to it at all?
No, I haven't listened to it yet. I don't even know, honestly.
Does it have this gas on it?
It's all, no, it's not gas. Well, I don't even know. Maybe it is. I mean, it's got this on the back. If you see, there must be little skits. But the problem is, the bottom is water damaged. And it's kind of stuck to the record. So I got to, be careful how I, And what's funny is the front of it says "Miracle Surface." Miracle Surface. Yeah, right. I'll show it again when Paul comes back on because he doesn't want to see that. It is a very rare. I've never seen it before. Bernie Green.
Yeah, I've never seen that ever.
No, never.
I had seen a video where this one guy had purchased a whole collection of records that had been in a flood. And it was so depressing to see them. They all had black mold on them, and it was just like banger after banger. It's like Joy Division, New Order.
Yeah, but you can actually. I've seen people boil records low temperature to clean them and stuff. Honestly, and then have it they might get a little flat, but then they there's ways to keep them flat, and they dry flat and everything. I've seen it. Some people do that.
I saw this machine that they sell now that's actually it's about $1,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a couple of grand. And it is like a...
That's a good idea, James.
You lift up the thing, you put the record in it, and it kind of goes on a spindle in the machine, and you press it down, and it goes ahead and kind of represses it. But I'm wondering, what happens to the grooves? It's because you can only repress those so many times, and the grooves have to flatten some, I'm thinking.
Hey, Paul,
affecting the
check
sound.
this out.
Yes.
Did you ever see this?
Hang on a minute. Oh, actually, yes, a long time ago, and I can't remember who plays on that record because
Bernie. It says Bernie Green.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about one of the people on that Mad album would actually
Problem
end
is,
up being.
look at that.
My God.
And then look at here's the record. Here's the record.
What in the holy
you know what? Do you have one of those little steam cleaners?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what to do.
Yeah,
even the paper stuck to the label. I gotta poke a hole or try to pull this off somehow.
I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah, it's just paper. The grooves are still good. The grooves got to still be good. I mean, it's just gunked up now.
It's just gonna be kind of a little bit time.
It's such a rare record. I've never seen it before. Like I said, it says Miracle Service, whatever that means.
And it's in living stereo.
Living stereo.
That's like god awful to tell you the truth. But you know what, though? Out of all honesty, I might have a solution. I could possibly have a solution here for you.
What's that?
Oop, hang on.
What? I can't hear it.
Cost a lot of money. But what good is spending a lot of money if your records don't sound good because of dust and static electricity? That's why I recommend to all our customers the new record vacuum by Ronco.
Yep.
It's so easy to use. Just insert any size record, 33 1/3, 45s, 78s.
Oh, look, that's the
new
Mad
record
record.
vacuum automatically vacuums away all the microdust particles that distort sound and can damage your needle. It also eliminates static electricity buildup. The record vacuum by Ronco protects your records and gives you all the quality sound you paid for. It makes this sound like this. For the price of a couple of albums, protect your records and
That was a good
prevent
turntable. That
Is
was
that
fully
the AA?
the
automatic.
sound from all your records. Get the new record vacuum by Ronco. In fact, buy 2 or 3. They really do make great Christmas.
Buy 2 or 3, or maybe
Buy 2 or
30.
3, why not?
Costco
Yeah.
Drug, Family Drug Centers.
There you
Hey,
go.
is that really?
Pharmacies authorized.
Go to
by-
Wilco or Osco Drugs or Ace to go get your
I-
record tuner right now.
I think I will.
Don't forget. Yeah, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need. Ah, son of a bitch!
I think I will.
Well, I should. Damn it! I shouldn't have been so.
I got one.
Damn you!
That's going up on eBay tonight.
There you go.
Look at
Put it along with the commercial. Put the
that.
commercial in the listing. There you go.
Oh, you
Record
got
vacuum.
one.
Electric. It runs
Yeah.
on.
I can't even get it out of the box. I can't even get it.
Have you
That's what
ever
he
used
said.
it? Did it work?
There it is. I don't even know. I mean,
Now,
honestly, I
hang
don't.
on a minute. There.
It's battery operated, obviously. So I got to put batteries in it to see if it
That's
works.
what she said.
That's
Yeah.
right. Is it 8D batteries?
Yeah.
18,
That's just funny that you happen to put that on, and I had one sitting right here.
Convenient. Yes.
It's like 18D batteries. So.
Makes a great Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As seen on TV.
Yeah. You remember how
That's
many D batteries went into a fucking boombox?
Yes.
Damn.
Wow.
That was
You had like 12 of them and shit.
Yep.
And you'd be able to listen to your tapes for an hour.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was actually probably close to 16, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2 was like, I don't remember what.
Don't
There were
forget
a
to carry the
lot of
sticks.
fucking D-bat. You know what sucks is finding those old toys that the batteries got
Oh,
left
I got something
in
to
it,
show.
and it's like
Oh.
corroded. All the fucking the stuff's leaked out
The
of the
floor is
batteries.
yours,
and corroded
Senator.
everything.
Okay, I was at Second and Charles. What was it? 2 weeks ago, and I saw this, and I didn't originally buy this when it came out, but I saw this in the used section, and the cover is screwed. But you know the CDs are in great shape, and
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Good.
I remember that. I remember that.
Box.
got it for $20.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's got
You don't
the
see
early,
them evermore.
it's got the early
Good
Beatles,
deal.
Beatles 6,
Good.
the soundtrack from Help, and Rubber Soul.
See,
I used to have all my
what's
long
your
boxes.
deal?
I used to save them.
Yeah.
I lost
wish
them.
I had mine. I have no idea where they went.
I had 500 of them when I had them, and I used to cut the fronts out, and I would put them on my ceiling like as a checkerboard.
Yeah,
I'd have them all
nice.
like purposely, and down the whole ceiling was all the long box art. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Then I lost
Nice.
it. I lost it.
Well, hey, you guys, I got to get going because I'm going to put these groceries away and stuff. So, Paul, it was great being here. Thanks for having me
God
on.
bless you,
having me on.
Dusty.
Talk to you later. Nice meeting you, Mallow. Nice being on
Definitely
here.
nice meeting you,
As
brother.
always, you know,
Here, my friend.
Comica's cool.
What a good
And
dude.
Cutie down there, shenanigans. Talk to you later, Cutie.
Thank you.
You, Mason, stay home. Drink what beer you have in their fridge. Don't be going to no liquor
Yeah, don't be a
Talk to you
dumb
later.
dude.
Yeah.
Do not be
Talk to you
driving.
You don't have
later.
to worry about that. I'm home for the night.
Oh, y'all.
boy.
Oh, y'all.
Good
We got
I would
a
like
special
to think
guest.
that the panel
I
here
got
at
a
Cyclist
special
Platters
guest.
might have saved Mason's life. See, sometimes we do have some good coming to people.
You got me to
Yeah,
come
I
back
got a
home.
special guest, Paul.
Bye, guys.
Come on.
What's this?
Come on over here.
Mama? Is it Mama?
I don't know.
No. That's all y'all need to see.
Oh wow! Look at that!
Uh-huh.
Look at that! Oh
Yeah.
wow!
I'm telling you.
That's a real woman, right?
Fucking tease.
Here's the fancy
Walk away. Walk away. I see how you do. I see how you do.
Wouldn't it be funny You know, it'd be funny if Beetle Babe like snuck all the way from California to there, and that was her in the background.
That
would be great. That would be great. That was I'm not even sure who that was. People go in and out of here all the damn time. So
What's Jen doing?
and I know she made a
Ooh.
squash casserole for dinner.
The password
Nice.
is Bordello.
What do you got? Like a bed and breakfast going on over there?
If you want to call it that, that's fine. Some people call it a brothel, but I don't judge.
Brothel. Oh my
It's
God.
a hua house.
When can I come visit?
No, it's my brother's girlfriend. But yeah, it's just fun to
see
have somebody walk around in the background.
James gets a bonus point today.
The password is slut.
Hey, so Loser List is asking Jeff, is that the corrected versions of the Capitol album set? First pressings were faulty.
Yes, it's the corrected version.
Humming Gurus. Wait a minute, that sounds like something that AccuJack would have made. They were great.
No, actually, a humming guru is only like $500. Like I paid
only
$300 for my record doctor, which is just a vacuum-based one.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I have this stuff right here. Did you ever see this stuff?
Yeah.
This stuff works phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's what I use. I use it for cleaning the film, honestly, and it's film friendly, and I'm sure it's record friendly.
I don't know, dude.
I'll find out. It ain't gonna get any worse than what it is already. You know what I mean?
Sure about
you're
that.
talking about the Mad Mag. Yes, yeah. Try everything, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else can I do? It's like in a state where it'll only go up from there.
What me worry?
What's up?
Yeah, right.
What me worry?
Yeah.
Before I forget, because we're going to be shutting this down in the next few minutes, because I promised my grandson we were going to work on a Snoopy puzzle. So the title of today, The Inside Story with DFK. Now it's kind of maybe going to be underwhelming for some of you guys, but yes, let's not forget though. Don't put goo on your records; they'll never sound good again. I promise. All right. Yes. So this is stuff that I managed to pick up in a trade for nothing. Okay, really much. So I never heard of these guys. They only did one album from 1980. DFK, Les Dudek, Jim Finnegan, and excuse me, I can't even talk. Mike Finnegan and Jim Kruger. And Les
I have
Dudek,
no idea who that is.
Les you would have known because he played with Steve Miller on the Joker album, and he also played with Boz Scaggs for the Slow Dancer album.
Wow.
Boz has been around a very, very long time. Okay, so here's the front on that. Here's the back. This is almost kind of funny because doesn't this almost look like somebody else's back cover that I've seen before?
What is it? Yes.
Journey used this. But this is first, if I remember right. Oh, it was Captured. The Fisheye Landscape. So, but they used it first.
Wow.
And here's one you don't really hear about too much. And this is the first album I've ever had from this guy. The Inside Story, Robin Ford. Okay.
Wow.
No, good find.
Yeah, here's the front, here's the back. Produced by Steve Cropper. All right. And the only players of note on here, Jimmy Houslip, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He'd end up in the Yellow Jackets, but he also was in Ball and Jack with Michael Bulletin and Bruce Kulick from Kiss back when they were in the late 70s, okay? And then there's a guy that's playing synthesizer, and his name is credited as Steven Seas. But it's really a.k.a. Steve Perry. That's right, from Journey is on a Robin Ford album.
Wow.
See the dumb shit you learn here on this show? I'll tell you. You got
Hey, Paul. So I saw you showing a Pete Townsend record the other day, and that made me think that I have this in my collection, and it's on Track Records.
Oh, hang on.
It's on Track Records,
Mhm.
but I guess there is a Track Records USA also. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so, but it didn't last too damn long.
No, it couldn't have, because I've never heard of it. But I didn't know if
Oh,
you
the Who
had
Came
this,
First, yeah.
or if you wanted this.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you, Nick. I had it at one point, but I think I ended up giving it to a friend. It was an okay album. It wasn't great. But,
I've never listened to it.
pretty much, it's kind of an album. How do I explain this? That I know I'm going to get this wrong. Merhi Baba. I probably got that really screwed up. He was a disciple of this guru. Okay, this album, most of this is dedicated to him. You see, but like I said, some of the things that he actually did write for Who Came First landed on the next Who album, though. So
yeah.
Yes, Goo Gone Glad It Ain't Gorilla Glue. You betcha.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think Mike Finnegan played on Hendrix's Electric Ladyland. He plays organ, I believe. See?
Wow.
Made it so say, yeah. But that's the only album they ever did. They did one album and one tour. Crazy World of Arthur Brown was released on Atlantic and both Track in the United States. I think my copy's on Atlantic. I was going to say Thunderclap Newman also was on Track for Something in the Air.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Newman.
So Newman. But yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to call it an evening, I would think. I'm going to go grab myself a bite, go to sleep.
Yeah,
I got to
me
work
too.
tomorrow.
Oh, what do we having to eat?
Oh, I'm just going to like Cumbies and getting like a piece of.
You're going
Cumbies.
where?
Just to like Cumbies. I'm sorry. Cumberland Farms. We call it
Cumberland
Cumbies.
Farms. Cumbies.
Oh yes. Cumberland Farms.
Yeah,
we got one of those. We got one of those.
No, we just because I don't know. Cumberland Farms like takes too long to say.
He was one.
Cumbies, yeah, that's good.
Anytime you can
Cumby.
Oh, wait a minute. That reminds me of a story since you brought up Cumby. I remember this orgy. I remember I had a whole bunch of people, before the big Mayberry orgy that we'd have every year. And boy, oh boy, Aunt B ended up getting more glazed than a Krispy Kreme donut.
Can we switch over to Liberace?
I wish my brother George was here.
Yeah, right.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I have to tell you honestly, I did try to get a record deal with Ronco. They said they couldn't afford very much for the best of Liberace, but that they could give me a few Ronco record cleaners and a couple Ronco record selectors for me and my brother George. George, can you get me my candelabra, please?
I thought that was Mr. C.
Fonzie, I'm sick and tired of Marion coming out of your apartment just as I'm getting home from work, okay? I work my ass off, Fonzie, to go off and put those nuts and bolts and screws in the proper places, And I told you the other day, you can't fight racism. All right, that's it for that one.
Well, thank you for the Liberace.
Yes,
great.
Always a fan favorite, Paul.
Do you remember when the Happy Days band got the black drummer named Stick?
Yes, I do.
Did you know that guy ended up being in the porno called New Wave Hookers?
I didn't know he was in that. Well, I can't do. All I can do is.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so hang on. Okay.
Come on, Smithers, you got him.
Smithers, who's that idiot in Sector 38A? That's Homer Simpson, sir. Simpson, release the hounds. It's like taking candy away from a baby.
I think he actually did. Who's his apprentice / lover there guy? What's his name?
It's Mr. Burns and Smithers.
Oh, yes, it's Smithers is my
right.
protege, my muse.
You nailed Smithers.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
that's what he said. 23 skidoo.
You gotta remember that's not
Ruth Ann.
Derek Smalls from Spinal Tap does those voices.
That's right.
Derek Smalls.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
I want the large
man.
bread.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you guys, it's been great. We hit 2
Yeah,
hours.
wonderful.
My little man's here. I'm going to go off and create a puzzle. Hello, Ruth Ann.
Yeah.
He's seen new wave hookers. It's better than old wave hookers, which has Ringo in it.
Right.
And yeah, you're going to make your appearance now. Now you make your appearance. Hang on a minute. Yes, good thing you can't do it in the headphones. All right. Say
Very
something
cutie.
nice into the mic.
Something nice into the mic.
Say something into the mic. Say something into the microphone, sir.
The Mr. Rocket microphone.
Oh God, that'll be for next time. Hey, good looking. We'll be coming up to pick you up later.
He's so cute.
True story. Okay, so my buddy, this was late '80s. He had a CB radio with the mic, and oh boy, yeah, don't do that. And one time, I remember there was some hot chick at the gas station, and I just went, "Pump it, baby, pump it,
Pump it real good.
pump it up, baby,
Push it.
pump it up."
Yeah.
All right. Always powered by coffee each and every time. We're going to shoot for Wednesday.
Sounds great.
Actually, it could be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm off both days.
I'm ready.
These people. All the Sonic rock.
Hey,
Yes.
if I'm around, I'm always on here,
The
dude.
Sonic rock.
Sonic.
Yeah, me too. If I'm around,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
on
going
it.
to go ahead and get going. Take care, everybody.
Even if I'm on location, I'm on it.
It's good talking to you as usual.
God bless you,
Good
Mason.
talking to all of you
I
guys.
promise you
Hi,
guys,
guys.
I'm good with this.
Have a good night.